Woke it up, it's 2 a.m. You know I only fall for ghosts and then in camo again. Stealth walking through my heart. You caught me in team sneak mode from the start. Had a headset, but you never spoke. Just typed LOL while my pistol broke. Third person love, but you hit right. You lied, said you'd cover me, then you lagged and died. And I know the server's old, but I'm still logging in alone. Every crash just brings me home to where the chaos felt like hope. You were laggy, toxic, glitching through, but somehow I still mainlined you. Like Dragon points, I saved your love, even when it froze mid-hug. We were T-posing in a fantasy, heartbeats linked like SOB. Metal Gear, my broken shrine, I was yours on PS3. Time, and maybe that was love, just with 200 ping and a little bit of luck. I tried to leave, tried modern games, but they don't shoot the same. Too clean, too tame. I miss the mess, the design charm, when we moonwalk through grenades unharmed. Euro canceled my real life plans. Now I write love songs for shadow clans. Even Snake would say we're doomed, but I'd still sneak into your room. Now the leaderboard's a ghost, but I still wear your camo coat in every lobby that I load. It's you I feel the most. You were laggy, toxic, glitching through, but somehow I still mainlined you. Like Dragon points, I saved your love, even when it froze mid-hug. We were T-posing in a fantasy, heartbeats linked like SOB. Metal Gear, my broken shrine, I was yours on PS3. Time, and maybe that was love, just with 200 ping and a little bit of luck. They shot it down, but I still dream of midtown fights and sniper beams. You glitch through walls, but not through me. Your hitbox haunts my memory. Finding Big Finish. You were laggy, toxic, glitching through, but somehow I still mainlined you. Disconnected, out of time, but baby, we were so online. T-posing a fantasy, metal hearts and latency. Metal Gear, my perfect crime, I was yours, you were mine on PS3. Time. Metal.
Oh, now you guys can hear me. There we go. Okay, please, MGO4. That's all I've got to say. Please, MGO4. Okay, so let's just make sure I've got my chat open. I'm very confused right now. Let's go! Let's go, MGO clips. Let's hope to see some real shit. Some actual real shit today. Oh god, I'm worried. I'm a little bit, apprehensive. No sound. I think I've got sound now. Can someone confirm? It's K now. Okay, very good. Yeah, sorry about that. Initially, I didn't have sound. It did take me a while to notice. I'm just setting up that this isn't... Every time I set up, I swear I use a different computer every time. So, my bad there. Let's see what everyone's saying whilst we wait for the premiere in 60 seconds here. Disappointment. Oh, God. Very negative there, but you know what? It's very hard to imagine MGS Delta's gameplay working out 100% here with the new MGO, but maybe these guys do it better. Imagine MGS6 gets announced. Oh, shit. Link for stream event. Here we go. Let me put streamer mode on whilst we're at it. So, streamer mode on. Again, I'm not normally set up here. There we are. It's got me ready to go. And yeah, okay, 60 seconds at MGO. So if anyone's watched the last clip that we saw of MGO, or what I believe to be MGO4, it seems quite obvious because you had a bit like what Sean said, to be fair. It's got the background noise of MGO2. Or that sort of like ba 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 ba, you know, like just that random ambience of shooting like there's a battle going on, and that's very typical of Metal Gear Online. So, and we have the target. Obviously, as we figured out, it's probably a team sneaking or something like that, or it's some party mode. We don't know if we'll actually get MGO here. Obviously, we can see we've got Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid. I'm expecting maybe MGS4 as part of Master Collection 2. From what I've seen, which will be very nice to see because it's been stuck on our emulation more than PS3's. It feels. I don't feel like saying it's stuck on PS3. I kind of feel that's wrong now. I feel like a lot of work's been done to make the emulator better, and it really is a good experience these days. So yeah, it's not entirely stuck on PS3 in my opinion now, and it gets better and better. When you see that my mini PC that cost me less than £400 can perform and run that game really well, better than the PS3 by miles, at a higher resolution, then yeah. You predict MGO4 in October. You could be right. Oh, there's another 3 minutes, the bastard. I'm going to mute this audio, but actually, let's see if you can hear it. Okay, yeah, you can hear it. I'm going to mute that audio just because it's giving me ear raids. I'm also going to put it a bit lower than my voice when it does play. Does Arms3 and Linux perform better than Windows? It absolutely does. It absolutely does perform better, but it used to perform way better. Now they're kind of closer because the developers managed to make Windows, let's say, was down here and Linux here. Developers made Windows more like somewhere like there. But yeah, Linux is still better performance-wise. So yeah, that's not the only reason I use Linux. The other reason I use Linux is just because I used Windows this one time and I had an advert pop up that I accidentally left the internet on, and I couldn't get rid of the advert unless I clicked on it. And that kind of really bothered me that it opened Edge and that was the only way to close this advert. Windows 10 and 11 are basically the same thing. Windows 11 might have more bloat on it, but you can use something to get rid of the bloat. So we've still got a minute 50 here, so I'm just going to show you debloat GitHub. I think it's called Citus. I'm going to put this in the chat for you whilst we wait for this thing to start. Yeah, this is what you want. If you ever want to debloat, use that. It doesn't matter. Windows 10, 11 doesn't matter. Although I'd suggest Windows 11 because you're not going to get security updates soon for Windows 10. So it's important you get Windows 11 now, in my opinion. If you care about, you know, your computer safety and whatnot a little bit, then you should have at least Windows 11 because they're going to stop updating Windows 10 with security updates officially. So unfortunately, you do have to leave Windows 10 eventually. I mean, my recommendation, for me, Linux, it's possible to use this. You know, I'm using it, no problem. I've got everything I could need on here, you know, all my Steam games, whatever. But that doesn't mean it's for everyone. I still feel like sometimes it's more for like a developer sort of focus thing. Anyway, I've answered that question. Let's see what happens. So I can't say I've researched too much as to what will happen apart from I believe MGS4 will be a Master Collection V2. Interesting what MGO Clips said about being in October, because not every MGO is released right when the game's released. As we know, MGO3 released way later with only 3 game modes. So... And obviously we miss, you know, one thing I predict right away is that we're not going to earn our gear anymore, but it's how they balance that, I suppose, because I feel like we're in an era now where you don't earn your gear in the game anymore, which is a shame, but I think that's where we're at. So we'll see. Now I need to figure out where to place my image on here. Maybe the top left isn't the best place. Maybe I should go in the background for a bit when it plays. We'll see how we go. But let's see. Okay, we started now, so let's get the sound on. Let's go. It's time.
A quiet wish to bring joy to someone, somewhere. From that flame of passion,
Let me just double check
Konami
it,
games
okay.
are born.
You know, I'm so much more hyped than I thought it'd be. Oh.
My name is Noriaki Okamura, and I am
Why have I got
producer of the Metal
German?
Gear series. Today, we've prepared an extended version of our recent trailer with a few more new details. Please take a look.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Okay. This is the first time I've listened to this with headphones.
Where did he go?
We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Reloading like this, it's a revolution. All right, Commander. Baby. Take this. Here comes another one. You won't get away from
Alright, so obviously this stuff we've seen,
real pain.
as far as I'm aware.
I'm over here. Go back to your own world. See you in hell. I'll grind you into dust. What the?
Come on, show us the meat and bones! We've seen it! Alright, we've seen the fucking monkeys. They're gonna show us MGO again, obviously. It's the same shit.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay. Snake vs. Bomberman. What the fuck?
You're mine.
Oh! Okay. I don't think I've seen that bit of the Bomberman stuff, but I could be wrong. Alright, then our MGO stuff. This is the only bit I really paid attention to. Obviously, I'm still excited for MGS3, but this obviously is king for me. Camo looks sick. I wonder whether people will actually notice things like that though, because if it depends how it generates.
Yuji Korikado, the creative producer. For this trailer, we wanted to focus on the gameplay. While the basic gameplay of the boss battles remains the same, we've made some updates to the AI and animations, and rebalanced some things.
This will be interesting for MGO, this, knowing about this.
In addition to the main story, the PS5 and Steam versions also include a remade version of the Ape Escape crossover mode, Snake vs. Monkey. For the Xbox version, we collaborated with another Konami series, Bomberman, to create Snake
so this
vs.
is what's
Bomberman,
going on.
where you'll enter the jungle to chase down and blast away Bomberman.
God, that'll make people want to get
Alongside
every
Snake vs.
version.
Monkey, the much requested Secret Theater also makes a return. In the remake, the original Secret Theater videos will now be found as collectibles in-game. In addition, there are also all new Secret Theater videos made for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. They'll be secretly carried by enemy soldiers, so try to track them down. The Sneaking DLC pack contains unique uniforms with special
Never liked the
effects.
gold. It reminds me of
In-game, the player
MGO4.
can also find and enjoy secret and special
Don't remind me of
items,
MGO4.
weapons, and uniforms to use and enjoy in infiltration situations. And of course, one more thing.
Fox Hunt. Oh, this is what we've seen. So this is what we thought was
I'm
MGO4.
Yu Sahara, the director for Fox Hunt mode in Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Fox Hunt is completely original online multiplayer mode. Though it shares the same world
Huh,
as Metal
so
Gear
it's
Solid
called
Delta
Fox
Snake
Hunt.
Eater, the gameplay is completely different.
Different gameplay.
When we say Metal Gear multiplayer, many fans will probably think of Metal Gear Online, but Fox Hunt will be its own new type of mode. We
You want
very much
MGO
appreciate
too?
all the longtime fans of MGO who have always wanted to see it make a comeback, but the landscape of multiplayer games has changed a lot since MGO.
This sounds devastating. This sounds devastating to
Careful
me.
consideration to think about what a new online mode should look like.
They're
Based on
basically
the
saying,
iconic stealth and survival elements in the Metal Gear series,
oh,
we are taking camouflage and hide and go seek to the next level.
I don't know yet.
We challenged ourselves to make
It doesn't
something
sound good
unique
though, does
that
it?
was more than just a shootout. We've used that back and forth tension of staying hidden or searching out the enemy to create an online experience unique to Metal Gear.
I'm so apprehensive right now. They basically said MGO shit. This is
Those
what
are
we
all the
made.
details we can share with you for now, but we're working hard on getting Fox Hunt to you all. We plan to have more news on Fox
It
Hunt.
looks very hide and seek.
Stay tuned.
Well, it's not MGO4. It's Fox Hunt. I feel raped. I'm not gonna lie. Because all I want, obviously, and all we
We
want,
still have more to share,
is MGO.
so look forward to hearing even more about what's coming in Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
I can't even. I'm gonna have to analyze that shit to death. I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be any more Fox Hunt stuff in this video, so I'm not gonna analyze it right now. Probably after the whole thing.
Hi, it's Romuald.
Depends how many octopuses I see.
ZDT Studio.
I'm Mika Tangai, art director.
And I'm Gilles Ajad, creative director.
And
Oh my
today,
god, his
we're
name
very
almost sounds like
excited to review
MGO.
Our debut game, Darwin's Paradox.
Darwin's Paradox is an adventure platform
Oh,
where players take on the role of
fuck's
Darwin,
sake.
an octopus who is suddenly torn from his ocean by a mysterious beam of light.
I really wanted an
Has only
MGO4.
one desire.
I'm gonna turn this down now because I don't think we care. I really wanted, and then in fact I'm gonna lower it for me as well. Jesus, it's clear that wasn't. Let's go back because it's just octopus right now. I just want to have a look at these clips now. Let's have a look at what we got. Okay, so what we see here, I think, is that some people do have this camouflage shit. Some people don't have this camouflage shit. Now, let me just go back and make sure that's definitely the first clip of this. Oh, yeah, Snake's looking well sexy there, anyway. So, yeah, this looks to be the first clip of this. So, I'm just trying to see. So, yeah, you got camouflage, no camo for three of these soldiers here. So, probably hide and seek, as, you know, they suggest. Director of not Metal Gear Online. Unfortunately. Oh, I want to... Sorry, there's a reason here. This movement at least looks slow, but I mean, this map environment looks interesting. There's decent cover, things like that. But again, we're probably not going to get Metal Gear Online, it seems, because a lot of it seems to be based off, you know, a real-life game called Hide and Seek. I don't know. They're trying to focus on proper stealth, which is something I always thought they might. To be fair, I didn't necessarily think they would after we saw what looked like TSN. Though with the target, I'm still confused. Fox Hunt, though, it's just a game mode. It's one game mode. That's what we're hearing. So MGO4, which ain't MGO4, is going to come out with one game mode. I mean, that effect is cool. Like, I'll give it credit where it deserves credit. Yeah, we do. It's all we wanted for years and years. Since 2012, a proper MGO. No, don't show me that. Fucking skip that. No, skip. Come on. This is careful consideration now. They'll be really hard to find. Yeah. I mean, what I do find interesting is how some of their considerations in terms of map design could have been really good, potentially, because they focus on hide and seek, which there just seems to be a lot of cover in everything I see, like even this thing here, but I mean, would that be a good map? Probably not. It's quite close quarters, actually. When you look at just that top left, so when I look at this top left thing, because obviously this is one of their sort of little map designs here, and you can see it's open, so there's more to it than this little area. It's like an area you go into and you probably can fight here and a bit here. Oh, no, it looks like that's closed off maybe. So, Are they baiting that they might make MGO with this? I don't think that. I think you're coping. I could be wrong, but this is my opinion, right? So I've seen that they basically said MGO's not built. So one of the things they've just said is MGO's not built for modern gaming. We're in a different era of online gaming now. And that tells me that they don't want that again. They don't want to bring MGO back. That's what it tells me. I mean, they're bringing it online back, but they don't want it to be even associated with MGO. Shooting range maps. Yeah, the maps look interesting. Like, this looks interesting. I mean, Fox Hunt is the name of the specific game mode. So maybe there's more than one game mode, but they seem to be branding the whole thing Fox Hunt. And this map here, like, is this supposed to be part of the same thing? Oh no, there's a character there that you can see. It's very hard to see. It almost looks like Merrill, but I'm pretty sure because it's so blurry, it probably is like a dude for all I know. Sniper Tel. This, obviously, these two don't look kind of like MGO maps to me, do they? It's very open. There's no cover apart from this thing here. There's just trees and it looks open, so it's very hard to gauge on things. Okay, so this is an actual look here of an actual map, and there seems to be like a bit going under. So he was being shot at there. What was he being? See, he was being shot by someone in camouflage. They make that so hard to see because he's looking downwards. I don't know, like, who the fuck would look on the floor. Big fail, Konami. Yeah, my hopes were already a bit apprehensive, but now it's like if it was here, it's now off the screen somewhere. And like, fight him back. Oh, so he can hide too. So even though he didn't have camo before, he can hide too. Okay. So it looks like it's hide and seek combined with shooting out, is what I'll say. That's what it looks to me. It looks like we got both because he was shooting at him. He then jumped and hid. Obviously, that's not how a real game plays out. I don't know how that works in an actual game. And the fact he could just hide. I mean, this idea is cool. I don't know if it's MGO to me, but... A new challenge, they're saying in Japanese. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can see here you've got a kill feed, got the weapon, you've got health and stamina maybe? Don't know what the yellow bar is. We've got a map here. Map looks very open, like you can see. So there's something we've managed, there's a timer. Can't see what the fuck that is. Oh, you bastards. Why'd you have to make a screen so blurry, you intentional fucks? Yeah. I'm a bit confused with what they're going for, because even though their words basically said a massive fuck you to Metal Gear Online, right? Like, well, not a massive, like, we appreciate our fans, but we don't appreciate what they want. Right? That's kind of what it tells me. They obviously don't appreciate what MGO fans want. And obviously there's not a lot of us, so I can kind of get it, right? So that's what it kind of told me. But at the same time, when I look at those little things here just now, like, of the multiplayer, obviously they're still shooting each other, there's still stuff going on. And it seems like everyone's got stealth, I'm going to say now. That I've watched it more. Everyone seems to have stealth. Because you had the guy that was, like, shooting, and then, like, as soon as someone was getting shot at that wasn't already wearing camo, he just dives somewhere and gets camoed. So maybe there's hope. Interesting screen, by the way, dude. Oh, this is monkey development. We don't like monkey development here. Alright, is there anything else going on? Have we gone past Octopus? Because I felt like it was worth skipping the Octopus. Oh, Eve football. I mean... Alright, I'm going to talk about this now because I've started watching the video. eFootball, for me, PES used to be good. Now it's not. And I don't know if they're changing that. Oh, the graphics somehow look worse than they used to as well. I don't know how to explain that. I hope they have more game modes, but I'm not really that bothered. So let's see what's next. Oh, you got Messi there. Playing for Barcelona again. Yeah, that's a bit old. Might be just their flagship game mode. It might be their flagship game mode. Exactly, Jen. It could be. But it's deceiving because the words are also saying something like, we wanted to move away from MGO. They literally said in the stream, or like on this stream, yeah, that they want to move away from the original MGO. We're sorry to our old fans, sort of things. That's how it kind of sounded to me. We're sorry to our old fans. We want to do something different. Then they announced this Fox Hunt, and it's even got a brand for a whole game mode. A whole game mode has a brand. It's very strange. So is it just, are we just going to have one game mode with what could be MGO4, or is that just going to be it? Like, I'm very apprehensive now. That's all I can say is I'm more apprehensive than I was before. I'm the only English person you can find streaming this. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, so oh, anime. Oh, anime. Oh no, okay, stop clicking it just because it's anime. Okay, so I'll let them continue. I'm not really too fussed about the anime stuff. No MGO, we are saved. I want MGO. Look, I don't want save MGO. Look, like, I want. Let's shut her. Shit, it's pissing me off. I'm understanding some of the words. Anywho, I want MGO officially supported. The only thing we're going to enjoy is a player base. We want a bigger player base, and if we want a bigger player base, Konami has to do something. It's not going to be from Save MGO. And I'm not saying that like Save MGO is a bad it's an amazing project. There is so much done. We can play this game better than we could before, but we're missing that real heart of things, which is the player base, the big player base. It's either there's more questions than answers, but there was a kill feed. Yeah, there was a kill feed. There was a health bar. I don't know if you saw it. There's actually a health bar. Did you see that, Jen? The bottom left of the screen is a health bar, and then what looks like there could be like a stamina bar, a bit like MGO2. That's a point, actually. We had 2 bars on the bottom left of the screen. In fact, I'm going to rewind this again just so people see, just so people fucking see the thing. So if we, oh yes, MGO this, very nice MGO this. Is this the bit? Yeah, this is the bit. You did see that, okay. Of course there's a kill feed. There's always going to be a feed in prop hunt. Yeah, Lagoon's right, but what we did see was the stamina bar, which I didn't consider that. Like, if we can think about MGO3, there wasn't a health and a stamina bar in MGO3. MGO Clips, I actually hate the idea of a free-to-play online game. I don't think I'm alone in that either. I think the idea of a game that needs money to, like, if I initially invest money in a game, it means it's going to be more developed to be fun once I've spent that money. Where if it's free to play, they're going to find ways to make me pay the money to make the game like something I can even enjoy in the first place, where I just prefer to get the money out of the way in the first place. There's some games that do it well. So I believe Rocket League, especially before Epic, they had customization to the cars, like customization to your soldiers, for example, and that was the key way they got money. Every season they'd release new designs, new things. But obviously we're in an era where you can't have what you had in MGO2, where you actually earn and play tournaments to get what you actually want. And that's, oh, there we are. So there's the health bar and there's this yellow bar. What I assume is a health bar. I actually don't know. And this might be an objective here. It's the first time I'm seeing this again. Like, we've got round 3. So there's been rounds and there's something 6. Who knows? Japanese devs, I don't know if they hate free to play, but I know I hate free to play. So that's actually not a problem with me, to be honest with you. You know, I believe when you buy Delta, that's obviously that should be a good initial outlay, and then if they want to get more money, they should bring big DLC. I prefer that approach, but eventually games do die. But at the same time, I want more MGO fans to begin with, so for me that's not a problem. The fact that it'll eventually die, I just wanted a good game, and we might have a good game in our hands. It just might not be something MGO2 players enjoy, you know. That's always something we've had to accept. More anime. coming to Steam near you. I mean, I feel like they've done the big announcements at the start here. To be honest with you, I'll just put this. What a shame though. Like I say, like in fact, I'm gonna listen to it again because it's better than all of this shit. It is fascinating. Like it is fascinating. Let's skip to the MGO bit. Just hear what they have to say again. I want to double down on that. Let's double check if I'm right to be apprehensive for what I think I heard. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, guys. I wish you just said not MGO and just saved our time there. You had more MGS info, yeah. And more.
I'm the creative producer. For this trailer, we wanted to focus on the gameplay. While the basic gameplay of the boss battles remains the same, we've made some updates to the AI and animations, and rebalanced some things.
I will play MGS Delta, by the way.
In addition to the main story, PS5 and Steam
Alright, Laguna, I'm buying it. You've confirmed it. I'm buying it now, Laguna. Rescue, rescue. That's all I have to hear.
for the Xbox version, we collaborated with another Konami series, Bomberman, to create Snake versus Bomberman, where you'll enter the jungle to chase down and blast away Bomberman. Alongside Snake, original Secret Theater videos, new Secret Theater videos.
I'm just trying to get to the MGO shit.
They'll be secretly
Oh,
carrying
this bit. There's stuff I enjoy about Delta, obviously, but...
in-game. The player can also
Okay, here we are. So Fox on. Let's go. So again, now we know that these guys can even become like these guys. So this is why I was confused by this image. I thought for a second that you'd have two different teams because there's guys with camos and there's guys without the camos. But actually, it seems like they all have them from what we saw later on, where one guy that didn't have it dives. Okay, so one thing, gameplay completely different to Delta. That's a positive.
When we say Metal Gear multiplayer, many fans will probably think of Metal Gear Online, but Fox Hunt will be its own new type of mode.
Okay, so most people think of MGO, but Fox Hunt will be its own new type of mode. Now, it's weird that he uses the word mode. Because, like Jen Snake was saying, it could be its moment mode. And I did think of that. Like, there's so much to think, like, to kind of digest it as you're hearing this live. But to me, it still sounds like people will think about MGO, but this is its own mode. You know what I mean? Like, it really does sound like it's stepping out. Like, whatever Fox Hunt is, it sounds like it's stepping away. This shit's awesome. Fuck you. Bring that back! Not that! I mean, I am interested in the map design in this thing, because the idea of the hide and seek, it could be fun. It's just not MGO. Maybe. See, this guy, this is what I was saying earlier about him not wearing a ghillie suit. And all of a sudden, he's a man of the ghillie. Ah, it comes out of his backpack. I've only just noticed that. I'm such a retard. This is them playing it against each other. I'm like, this is me zooming in. Very professional zooming in. Okay, so this looks like a tunnel. That building might be the same. It might be, yeah. Is she playing it as well? Is she playing Dora the Explorer? It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'm wondering that as well. I feel like it's going to be a mix. I feel like there will be some close call. I mean, there's definitely some close quarters areas, which reminds me, I'm going to say something stupid, but it's just to get my point across. There's some Call of Duty maps where you have, like, outside of this close quarters area, places where you can shoot at mid and long range. Zoom in, what does it say? How the fuck do you zoom in? Oh, wait. Oh, look at this. I'm zooming in, guys. That's as much as it zooms in. Maybe if I get an image. Okay. Let's try this way. Can this work? Okay, let's get a picture. Come on, where's the picture gone, you bastard? Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm zooming in real good. Can you read that? Oh, shit. So we have these sort of cliff edges. You know what? I need to zoom in out of YouTube. I zoomed in YouTube so much I can't see the chat. Oh, shit. H. Oh, okay. Now I can read it. I mean, this is what I thought I could see from a distance, to be honest. Zooming in never fucking helps. Like, I've never had an instance where zooming in, like, oh, yeah. It's very rare. I mean, okay, I can at least start counting the chairs. I mean, I wonder how many players are in this as well. Like, there's no real... This! You know what this is? This is the map we've seen earlier. I think this is what you were saying earlier. This is the map we've seen. But the overview of, I think. Maybe. And maybe not. Not after I've seen that, but... Look at them intentionally blurring shit out so I don't have a fucking clue. Okay, I can see the gaming PC. What do you make of that? Konkaiwa. This guy, is he playing on PS5 or PC? Probably PC. But... PC. The guy's definitely playing on PC. Just got PS5 next to him for development. Oh, I didn't look at that earlier. So this is Unreal Engine 5. You can see the lighting, them designing it. This just looks like the sound meter for a fart. But it's for 3D audio. Oh man, every time I miss that fucking screen. I just want to see if there's any extra detail I can like kind of glean off this bastard. This doesn't look like anything we quite had seen. Maybe, I mean, maybe with these boxes we had seen something like that overview. This is the backpack doing its thing. That's the soundscape for a fart. Oh, is this making sound? That was them making sound. Hopefully they fix the animations. Yeah. Look, maybe people can mod this game easily. Who knows? But maybe it can be good for online. Maybe they have made it so that Fox Hunt plays good. Oh, that's one. I got excited thinking that was the online, then I saw the fucking apes. Bastards. Alright, anything else happened in this thing? I think that's all the news we're going to get, but I'm not going to call it early. I have to watch the whole thing to fucking get a clue, don't I, really? I'm just double checking here. It's just been all anime on it and Japanese stuff. Okay. This game doesn't do anything for me already. I just watched the end bit. Right, what have we got next? Obviously, got to have Silent Hill in this as well. Oh, Japanese aesthetic. Oh, Silent Hill, there we are. What was I saying? You're lying, aren't you? Okay, let's pull this up a bit, actually. Shindandayo. Behind the scenes. Hey! Konami just typed in Twitter. Okay. Let's have a look at Twitter then. Oh. I am going to mute it. I'm not interested. I'm just an MGO, really. Like, I'll listen to it. But, okay. Get ready to join the hunt. A brand new online multiplayer experience coming to Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. No audio off stream. What do you mean no audio off stream? Oh shit, okay, I'll get it up on the side there. I want to figure out Sorry, I didn't know people were interested in I didn't know people were interested in this. Brand new online experience coming to Metal Gear Delta. There could be more online experiences.
Easy charm. And
Yeah, you should be able to hear my background now. Sorry, guys.
Keeping in tradition with the Silent Hill series.
I understand now. Sorry.
Tinako is also designed.
It's when I was analysing the MGO footage. Are you guys actually interested in Silent Hill? I can't put it up. I'm sorry, I wasn't. I was looking, obviously, MGO. I just heard this about MGO and I'm like, MGO guys.
That would feel both fresh but familiar, yet also be thematically appropriate and not overly complex.
It's one online experience. That means there could be more online experiences.
The setting of Silent Hill F has shifted from the town of Silent Hill to Japan. But it remains a
I hope it's more than that.
Experience where one confronts themselves within a mental world. Taking into account that it's a psychological horror, we sought to enhance the essence of Japanese-style horror.
Let's just say how it is now.
Japanese horror is not simply grotesqueness, but the coexistence of beauty and the disturbing.
So what were we saying earlier?
We are creating this title with a concept, find the beauty in terror.
As a key concept in Silent Hill F is the idea of beauty and terror. We created our visual designs to have a distinct uneasiness to them, but also have a horrific charm that would make it so you just couldn't stop staring.
At least officially.
In this matter, we were extremely fortunate to be able to work with Kara-san to design our key character art. As her designs
what else is to
suited
say?
the
We need to
idea of
quote the
beauty
guy,
and
don't we, really?
Regarding the setting, we carefully considered which era would provide a stage and environment that could depict the theme of this story with a higher contrast, and I chose it accordingly. The Showa era, though just half a century ago, feels like a different world. One that remains connected to our present, yet preserves customs and superstitions long forgotten in modern life. I hope you'll enjoy that contrast as well.
Another key reason we chose this time frame and location was that there were many, many elements we could draw from that would both feel familiar, yet alien to many players, supporting that sense of uneasiness.
When designing the levels, we began by using the Kinkatsu area of Kinsan Town as a foundation, then selected several representative Japanese locations, such as
you're looking at this stuff.
schools, shrines.
I will comment about the kill feed and
These
stuff
locations,
after
with
in
their
there.
strong
I
Showa
think.
era atmosphere, help immerse the levels in a distinctly Japanese setting. Of
not
course, we
MGO4.
haven't forgotten the other world of Silent Hill, which
Maybe
is a
that
core
should have been the
element of
headline,
franchise.
but
After extensive discussions and iterations, and collaboration with Ryukishi Osu's
So MGO
storyline,
MGO Clips, you like Silent Hill?
Silent Hill F.
Because
We
it's
believe that
probably
for Asian
the one
players,
faithful
these
thing here.
Japanese-style environments will feel familiar, while for Western players, they will be
You can tell I'm a bit
striking and
pissed.
intriguing.
Look, there's a health bar and a stamina bar.
Experience the unique aesthetics and design sensibilities of Japanese culture.
We're tackling a type of theme that has never been
W
explored in the
scum.
Silent Hill
All
series
right.
before.
I don't follow
Personally, I
Silent
believe
Hill.
its theme well suited to the
Be
world
honest
of
with you, I
Silent
followed
Hill,
Metal Gear
but I'll leave
Solid
it to
intensely.
all
I
of
played
you
every
to
single
decide whether
game,
it truly
apart from the
fits.
Nokia one.
We had countless discussions with Neobards
I
about
can't say I'm the
direction
biggest
and
fan,
expression
and I
throughout
really love
development.
MGO2. I
I
can't say I
truly
love
feel that
MGO3
everything
or
we hoped to
MGO1.
convey through the scenario was fully
MGO2
understood and
feels
embraced
lucky
by
now.
the team.
One of our core development goals
What I am
was to
expecting
make sure
still is
Ryukishi-san's
MGS4.
unique storytelling characteristics were completely preserved. Because the
Today's
flow and pacing of
survival
the script
sleepyhead.
is very, very different than that of a playable game. There was a lot of
I just
discussion
realised you're
and
1010. It
iteration
takes me a
between
while
our
to
teams
register
on
who I'm
what things
speaking
would need
to now.
be adjusted,
But yeah, it's today's
why they would need to
survival,
be
so
adjusted,
we'll see.
and how to best go about it. For instance,
Oh, please tell me that
the flow of the levels,
Triggers
the
made an
emotion of the
announcement.
story.
Back to DVD.
Such as when
Yeah,
the fish plays
waiting for
along.
our announcement. Yeah,
When you give
I'm
them
waiting
the
for the
free
announcement. I'll just move that on the side here.
In order to present Ryukishi-san's lore in the most suitable way, we'd
That's Gen
organize what
Snake saying.
information would fit best where, such as through environmental storytelling, secondary
So let's see what Gen
information such
Snake's
as a
saying.
note
One
you pick up
second
during gameplay, characterization through animations, VO, etc., etc. And of course, what parts would be most suitable as a cutscene.
Okay, so
The
new.
narrative design of this title is built on
Honestly, I'm not that interested in Silent Hill. Like I said, it's more for me. This is more about MGO now, so I'm gonna read about MGO. New MGS Delta Online mode. Fox Hunt is described as sharing the same world as MGS Delta Snake Eater, but the gameplay is completely different. It's explained that it took a lot of careful consideration to think about what a new online mode should look like, and that the landscape of online games has changed a lot since MGO. Yeah, that is a key quote there. Actually, this I'm going to retweet. This is good. Where's Giga? Let's get Giga Snake. Giga Snake, fucking excellent tweet. Actually, excellent tweet. We can see screenshot provided character holding weapons. Okay, that's fine. I want to quote that really, but anyway, we'll repost it. We'll repost it. It's a good tweet. Fox Hunt is described as sharing the same world as Not what MGO fans wanted to hear. MGO fans will be apprehensive, but I don't really think I can say that on the official Twitter account now. Okay. Can't remember what they call. Look at your Discord. Oh, I have looked at my Discord, no. That was just by coincidence, though, in my case. Right, there's no fucking announcement yet for MGO. I'm pretty sure... Oh, is this an old announcement? Is this an old announcement? Yes, it is an old announcement. I'm waiting for Trigger. I'm pretty excited, but I know Trigger's been struggling along with updates because I've seen him in the free battle trying to get stuff done. Let's now get that tweet we reshared and just put it in the comment there, because I think it's important that people see this, because this is kind of what I wanted to share. It's just obviously I'm on stream, so I couldn't. I feel this is an important addition. See some of the things that made me personally feel apprehensive. Yeah, I can't spell, so you know. This is me live spelling like a retard. As an MGO fan. Okay. Reply. Plus computer can spell for you. Alright, so Silent Hill. Is there any MGO news, guys? Come on, all we care is MGO right now.
The new aspects come.
Okay. Silent Hill. Bye-bye. This looks to be the end. Wait, what about MGS4 V2? They said there was a question mark on something. Survey underway. Survey closes 5 PM PDD. What fucking time is that, lads? Was this supposed to be the survey? So was that everything? Obviously, I've paid attention to the MGO stuff now. Okay. Well. Konami doing Konami things. Look, I'll say it how I feel it. I don't think they care. And I think this is fair. They're Metal Gear Solid fans that care about something maybe different to what MGO2 fans care for. We are MGO2 fans. Make no mistake, we are MGO2 fans specifically. People that really like MGO3. I even know someone that really likes MGO3, and I like, honestly, I hope his network cuts out. But apart from that, there are people that really like the other, MGO3 as well. There are people that will really like this, but I don't know if there'll be as many as MGO2. Yeah, I'm expecting Master Collection Volume 2 info. I agree with that, Laguna. Konami never knows how to read the room. Look, I think MGO2 is a small room. It's controversial, but I think MGO2 is a small room. But I don't think they see the potential in that small room. I don't think they realise how we're still the most active... well, not we are, but their game is one of the most active revivals of any PS3 game. There's no PS3 game that's revived that has such a population still in it, despite having so little people being able to access the game in the first place. Obviously, you had millions in the beta or whatever, but the way they made it so hard to access, they should have remade the Metal Gears. Oh, you mean all of them? Like MGS 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you mean like the really old games? Yeah, MGO2 is hyper specialized. I can see why they've not done it, but all we want is an MGO, and they basically said MGO is old. That's how I've read the room. Well, MGO was very popular in Japan, but we saw what happened with MGO3. They thought, right, great, it's popular in Japan, but we want to, you know, pachinko the rest of the world. So how do we pachinko the rest of the world? Oh, we make it like a, you know, a Call of Duty MGO. I mean, that's obviously not quite how they were thinking, but that's kind of what happened, right? That's what they tried to, you know, try to westernize shit, and it got worse. Because what makes a good game is an original game, something that, not just an original game, but it's not something that's trying to conform to something, you know? And I feel like they're always trying to conform a little bit rather than... Though this actually, we'll see. This we'll see. But MGO3 was definitely trying to conform to something. This is definitely not trying to conform as much to me. They're trying to make it a new original experience for Delta. Let's see how that is. It's not going to be MGO. I think the percentage of it not being MGO has just increased now. Obviously, it's still going to be online, so you can consider it MGO. Someone even said before this came out, even if it's not called MGO, it's MGO4 to me. I just, you know, the way they worded it though is kind of like, you know, we'll go back to it again, but the way they word it is right here. That they wanted to make a new online mode should look like the landscape of online games has changed a lot since MGO. So they don't even think the landscape exists. So they're saying, based on our marketing research or whatever, they don't think it exists. Now I'm going to play fucking MGO. Fuck this announcement shite. And let's just play MGO, because fuck that. It sent me flying. The more I think about it, the more I'm getting a little bit angry. It's like, I really wanted MGO. And it's not there. Oh, there's another update. What's going on, Trigger? Ooh. Well, I'll be kicked offline. Is there even a TDM going? Shouldn't I check this before I go online? Or is it time to like just boot stream offline? Because I was thinking maybe I combine the two. Maybe I carry on talking about it. Let's have a look. This was kind of a spur of the moment. It's like, well, shit's going down. Let's see what shit's going down. Okay. This is what Japan think. They didn't even stop to watch MGO4. I might stream Survival, but I've not necessarily got the a full team 100% set up just yet. So there's not even a TDM going. No, I think I've ended stream. They could just add a TDM or something to Fox Hunt. So disappointing. The Crimson, they could. But you hear what they're saying. They're saying the landscape's not right. And then you hear there's something else they were saying as well that they've not quoted there. They were saying something about we don't just want it to be gunfights. We don't just want it to be gunfights. Now, if you think how you play MGO2 day to day, if you're outside of team sneaking and maybe rescue, but still team sneaking, or yeah, gunfights, pure fucking gunfights. You can still stealth, whatever, but there's non-stop gunfights. They're kind of, to me, giving a bit of a no to that. A bit of no to MGO2, but kind of, it's not like mocking it, but I feel like it is kind of saying, look, we looked at the design of the previous games, we didn't like it, we're moving on. That's what it smells like to me. Like, I can smell the room, it just doesn't smell the coffee. What the fuck am I even saying? It just doesn't seem like MGO anymore. The one thing, there is a positive. I keep saying it though. It's the movement. The fact that they've changed the game to work for an online setting. Great. They understand where MGO3 failed. They kept, because MGO3 kept all the shit from MGS5, and that really fucked it over. So, you know what? People say level is a bad thing in MGO, right? That is, you know, but it's actually not. It keeps you hooked to this game because it gives you a reason to a bit of hunger to play the game. People say it's like a toxic aspect of the game. What a load of fucking bollocks, actually. Like a load of bollocks. Because a lot of the reason why a lot of us are still playing this game today is because the level system alone, even when we didn't have survival, we were fucking playing the game and like, you know, having a plus or minus, it just adds that little fucking difference to keep you playing and seeing how well you're playing. You know, and that was before we had all this reward shop. Like what we have today, like, I wonder if there's been anything, but like what we have today is there anything special? No, there's nothing yet. But like this is crazy. Like, and we didn't even have this in like 2017 to like what? How long did it take for this gen to even happen? To have a reward shop? Was Trigger the first? I think so. It's very hard I remember you had custom gear in old save MGO, but maybe like 2022 we started getting this back. And people were playing it without this. In MGO2 PC, we were playing without even any moderation tools. So that's how much this game is actually loved by the people that still fucking play it to this day. That we'll play it even when it's broken. And it's even broken now. Like, obviously, see the animation glitches. Yeah, 2021. Okay, it's already by 2021 when because the MGO2 PC came out in 2021. So we play this shit even when it's broken. You could feed us dog shit MGO2 and we'd still play it over MGO3. You know what I mean? You could shoot our legs and we'd still prefer to play MGO2. Like, I don't know how like dramatic I have to go. You know, I'd rather have HIV and MGO2 exist than no HIV and MGO3. Where the fuck am I going with this? But fucking hell. This announcement, look, I'm happy we're talking about online again. Like, I'm happy Konami official, because maybe some people come to see what MGO2 is. Because a lot of people now are going to be saying, look, if you want to try something that was actually Metal Gear Online, here you are. If you want to try that mode, that's fine, but this is what the real Metal Gear Online was. And that'll really be a thing, because they're saying this is not Metal Gear Online. They think that time is gone. I don't know. Gensnake, I'm with you there, man. Personally, I went out of my way to put custom firmware on PS3 just to play MGO2. Not that I stayed back then, but yeah. But basically 7 years between the first save MGO and ours. Okay, so Sleepyhead. Yeah, people go through a lot of effort. That's true. People go through a lot of effort to even play on PS3. Even before, there was actually a stage where it's like official firmware. I mean, it depends on how you did it. Like, some people thought they were doing official. But anyway, besides that, there were still steps with a USB stick. You'd still need a PC. A lot of us were quite young, so we wouldn't necessarily have like a spare computer. That's part of MGO's early problems, was that that a lot of people didn't have their own, bank account even by the time MGO2 was out. Some might have, obviously, but or the save MGO version of MGO2, and some people might have still been studying as well. And there's a lot of reasons why people went all back at the same time, apart from it being very hard to communicate that revival service back with a budget of £0 or dollars, whatever you like. And it's not quite $0. You can spend money on YouTube advertising and so on. But yeah, and people to stick with this game that are new, it's very hard to communicate. And it's a shame, because you've got games that are really competitive today. And this game could be a competitive, fun game. Like, obviously, you have a lot of videos that explain the good casual side, like from Sean. Very good videos from Sean about the casual side. But obviously, there are people like myself, Gensnake, people all over this community that will play this game because they find the competitive side fun. Even when they're not competitive to the very highest level, they'll find it fun. And there's something in this game that doesn't exist quite in other games. But there is an interesting competitive game still. Like, there clearly is. So, yeah. But it isn't Metal Gear Solid. What I'll say about MGO2, it's not Metal Gear Solid. It's not what people think of Metal Gear Solid. When I look at the reviews back in 2008 about this game, hi Digital Love. When I look at the reviews back in 2008 for Metal Gear Online 2, they all complained that you couldn't stealth. And that it wasn't, sneaky enough. And maybe they're part of the reason why we're at where we are today with MGO3 and then MGO4. We get shit on every week and still have fun. Exactly. I can't even remember why I brought it up that we still play this game after all this time, but we are devout to Metal Gear Online, like a proper Metal Gear Online 2. But the more I think about it, like, as well, it's not really Metal Gear Solid Online, is it? It's more like its own thing, and it always has been. They've always tried to move away from it ever since they made it, which is because I guess they just didn't believe in it anymore. They just thought it's more about, bringing the story mode online and making that aspect fun. But for me, that's wrong. For us. Maybe for them it's a good marketing strategy. I don't know. But MGO3 wasn't a success. This game, I don't know. People will play it. How many people online? I don't know. Digital, it would be good if I could play some TDM online right now, but I can't even do that whilst talking about this. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I've talked to this to death. I think I'm going to stay... How do I put it? I'm going to say positive in the sense of Metal Gear Online will probably be a bit mentioned. Like, even in that video, Metal Gear Online was mentioned, and they're like, we're moving away from that. And that's fine. At least it's been mentioned, in my opinion. And the other positive thing is that they've customized the gameplay for the online. Obviously, I'm mostly negative, though, in terms of me actually playing this game and enjoying it, because it isn't what we've brought, you know, it isn't Metal Gear Online 2 what we've loved. MGO2 isn't a sneaking game. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm getting at. This is exactly what I'm getting at. MGO2 isn't... It's a team-based third-person shooter. Yeah. With stealth and... Yeah, with some sneaking elements of stealth and... Exactly. Why am I don't want to moderate him. Stop making me moderate the bastard. But yeah, this is exactly my... this is exactly what I say. Like, it isn't how the story mode played out. It's not like you Snake with his arse. Like, when you're lying down, his arse goes up in the air. Like, that's probably the worst hand signal to show that ever. But it's not like you can be right in front of an NPC or a real player and get away with it. And that's kind of what people imagine when they think of Metal Gear Solid Online. They imagine doing the story mode, but online. And that's just not what MGO2 is. And I think that's fundamentally the issue. I feel like MGO2 fans battle Metal Gear Solid fans. If you look at what Metal Gear Solid fans say, the people that they fundamentally make these games for, they say they do not like the online component. Yeah. But yeah, the Metal Gear Solid fans say they do not like the online component, and some of them think it's like a, you know, terminal cancer for Metal Gear Solid. Like, if they're taking it to an extreme, they think it's really bad. And you know, I think it could be its own standalone game. I think they've underestimated the potential of this game for a long time. The thing that let this game down, we've all discussed it. I've discussed it over and over again on stream before, which is obviously the fact that it was only on the PS3. The game took an entire day to download, so that's Okay, I'm now swearing at the stream by accident. The updates took an entire day to download. Konami registration was shite. No downloads in the background on this game. Like, every other game on PS3 eventually got that. But not Metal Gear, because we had Konami servers. Oh, six. Fucking six. Accessibility. Six accessibility things that butt-fucked MGO2 plays in the future. Right there. So, you know, it is what it is. Slap, no swearing. Swears immediately. Or did I say no swearing? That game looks like FOB with some capture the flag in it. Gen Snake, Silicious Gen Snake provided a good point. It could just be rescue mission because you have the target in there. It could just be rescue mission with like these sort of like stealth-like suits. Obviously they're not stealth suits, but that's just what I'm going to call them. They expand out the back. They're pretty fucking cool. To be fair, the concept looked cool. If you saw the bag explode into the suit, that was cool. I want Metal Gear Solid to be a success. But what I fundamentally care about, obviously, for me, what I fundamentally care about is MGO and having a good MGO experience. Otherwise, it's like I want it to be a success, but I don't care that much about it being a success, if that makes sense. But if it's a success, maybe something in the future will happen that will really benefit us all. Who knows? And to be honest, I am so grateful that Save MGO is still around, that Konami allow that to happen. Because, you know, without that, we wouldn't be able to enjoy this game. So as much as I'm complaining, without Konami, we wouldn't be where we are today, or without, you know, Metal Gear Solid Team, whatever. I know it's a big corporate, whatever, but without that game ever being released, you know, we wouldn't be where we are now. And without them, you know, not shutting us down, which, you know, I've got to be, you know, grateful for, because these companies do have the legal power to shut things like Save MGO down, like, you know, Nintendo do it all the time. They shut down, you know, big games. I remember Metal Gear Solid 1, like a 3D remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 that someone was working on, got shut down. So, you know, I'm glad where we are, where we're at, in that sense. And MGO2's got more stuff coming. I assure you, MGO2's got more stuff coming. Because obviously, you know, we've got 12th of June today. Look, I don't believe in jinxing. I've always felt like, you know, superstition and all this stuff. I'm not going to say it's for the weak. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I am. I'm going to say it's a bit for the weak. Because the moment you start believing that, that's how you believe that things like that happen. I don't know how to explain it. Where I don't believe in superstition, basically. That's all I'll say. I mean, sometimes things just happen, coincidences, but yeah. Fingers crossed nothing ever does happen, because it's the only place for MGO2 fans, as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't prepared. I didn't want to hate what I saw, and I don't hate it. I just don't think it's MGO, and I think that's fair because the guy said it himself. MGO's old. It's basically what we read. Or basically what we heard, sorry. Is MGO is old. So, MGO's old. There we go. Job done. Let's play save MGO. Alright, see you folks. And yeah, let's play save at fucking MGO.